And this is why I gave up after part 4. But
Smart
then
man. Hello everybody, this is Alan and Josh here coming to give you a review on Hellraiser Judgment. This is technically considered a reboot, reimagining, possible sequel.
I don't even think it's a reboot.
I don't think it's a sequel.
The way it was, I don't know. I think it's just another bullshit movie to throw in there.
Yeah, we're not even going to beat around the bush. This movie was awful.
Started off bad and just got worse and worse as it went on.
Yeah, it's talking about clashing tones. I mean, you're talking about this movie starting off as kind of a Saw kind of vibe going on, with a guy being tortured by this man with cuts on his face in an abandoned house, and then it somehow evolves into a police procedural drama.
That the guy with the cuts on his face was a lawyer, a demon lawyer.
Now, see, this is my I don't understand if it's a reboot. I think it is because of that whole thing. The lore of Hellraiser from 1 and 2 are completely different than the other ones.
A lot.
I don't even know what Pinhead was in this movie.
He
was just in a room chilling,
sitting in a chair looking at a wall.
I mean, like, when you open the box in Hellraiser, you don't actually go to hell. In this movie, for some reason, the house represents like a dimension to hell. The main, I guess, Cenobite is a lawyer that's...
I don't even know if he's a Cenobite.
what was going on.
I don't know if he's a Cenobite because I don't think he's down with Pinhead. I think he's just there.
That's true. It wasn't very clear. He was kind of like, he answered to Pinhead,
but it doesn't say that he was with him.
He types out your sins, he feeds it to a lawyer. The lawyer pukes it up on blood on these naked women.
The naked women put their fingers in it, and by the touch of the vomit, they could tell that you're guilty or not.
Yeah, and that mattered what to who.
Then all of a sudden it became a Law and Order Special Victims Unit movie for a while.
Yeah, you follow around these two detectives that they're trying to solve this case of the serial killer that's going around. Kind of, you said it the best. It totally messed me up when watching it.
Yeah.
It was 7.
The movie started when they show you the detective for the first time, and I was like, yo, he's a young Brad Pitt from 7, dressed the same exact way and everything.
Yeah, and it basically it follows these two around while they're looking for the serial killer who's killing people as these religious, like, 7 deadly sins kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay. Once you figure that out, you're like, all right, yeah, I get what you're going for.
Once you realize that he was religious and he was like killing them because they were breaking commandments at a certain point, you just think of it like, all right, it's a rip off of 7. Just with Pinhead in it, but Pinhead's in it like maybe 4 times.
Yeah, and you call him Pinhead in it. Pinhead was not really in it. He didn't get out of his chair to the end of the movie. They tried to do this murder mystery, like whodunit type deal, except there's only 3 characters in the fucking movie, so I mean, you can only...
That's right.
Not like there's anybody else it could possibly be.
There's 3 main characters, 3 detectives.
Exactly, there's the 2 male detectives and the female detective. And then everybody else is either a kind of a Cenobite thing. Now, the looks of the Cenobites are, I mean... There really technically is only 3. You actually get Pinhead, you get Chatter,
and you get the twins,
and then you get the Siamese twins. You get them, a random assortment, but they also really don't do anything, which is my problem with this movie. They're used as kind of like a dream sequence attack, but they don't ever show up or do anything else ever again, except for Pinhead.
The first time they show up, the lawyer walked into the room and Chatter walked up to him like a guard dog, like, why are you here? Pinhead said, no. And that was it. In that deep voice too. No.
No. Second Hellraiser movie where we don't have
the original Pinhead. And I didn't like his voice. I didn't like him.
He did a better job than the other guy. From what is the other one?
Revelations?
Revelations. He did a better job than that, but that's not saying much.
He did, but you know what? The makeup was different too, compared to Revelations.
The makeup was a lot better. Even the Cenobites, the makeup looked decent. You know,
they looked like they used the same Chatter costume when he was the original Chatter.
Yes, the costumes and the look were pretty identical. Even the guy who had the cuts on his face.
Yeah, it was not bad.
His makeup was pretty good. Especially looks like somebody peed all over the camera because everything is yellow.
Yeah.
And a horrible, ugly yellow. I don't understand that.
I think they only had like maybe 4 settings in this whole movie. Like,
yes.
The police station.
Very cheap.
The detective's office, I guess.
The detective's house.
The house, the station.
And
Hellraiser's house, because he had his own home. Pinhead had his own home.
Pinhead was just chilling in this guy's hell house. He didn't have to get called with the box.
And they had like 10 boxes.
They had a lot of boxes. And then they called him at the end of the movie with the box. But, like, why? Because he was already in the goddamn house. It made no sense.
Yeah, the way he trapped people, because he didn't use the box, was he sent you a letter. And the letter told you to go to this address, and when you opened the door into the house, you went into his office, I guess.
Yeah, basically.
His fucking lawyer's office.
His hell office.
Yeah.
From a Hellraiser fan, I love the first 2 movies. And of course, they got worse and worse as they went along, to the point where it's like, why are we doing this? And this does not help that at all. At this point, you're just like, why do you keep making these movies?
And you know what's funny is that you said you hated part 4.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that 4 was better than this that we saw today.
Oh yeah. This was nothing. They didn't know what tone they wanted to go for. They got, you want to be a Hellraiser movie? You want to be a Saw movie?
Do you want to be 7?
You want to be 7? Yeah. What do you want to be here?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I give this movie a flat F. Horrible. As a fan of it, don't like it. Only good thing was possibly the makeup, but even it's all useless.
Yeah, I give it an F too. I mean, like I said, the makeup was good, but what's the point of having good makeup if the rest of the movie sucked?
And there's things that happen in this movie for no reason. Like, there was a skinless Frank character that showed up in one sequence.
The first kill.
Yep, never to be seen again.
Yep.
There's angels or some kind of
She was an angel.
Angelic figure.
Yeah, that Jesus or God sent her.
And then she shows up for no reason, and then gets this. Oh my God! Can we talk about the ending?
Yeah, I guess we might as well just spoil it because it's not worth watching.
Full spoiler alert. This ending is fucking horrible. The end of this movie, Pinhead becomes a person because
he killed the angel.
Because God, I guess, deemed it possible.
The angel said, well, you know what? You can do whatever you want to me. I already warned him. And it ends up that they took Pinhead's powers away and made him a human bum.
That's why you get an F, because you're a piece of garbage. Yes. I don't ever want to see it ever again.
I don't recommend it. Don't watch it at all. That's why we gave you a spoiler.
Yep. Yes. And that's our review of Hellraiser Judgment. Let us know what you think about it. Leave it in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you later.